Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes, a cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs will enter. They are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll lead here to a third down. To throw, Stafford. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A handoff left, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Stafford here. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings us back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quick.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 31, Stafford. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Stafford. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Sheldon going up top for Miller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there. They'll look to throw. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Through one quarter, 4. Seven, our score. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sheldon. And he slings one that's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. Dodges him at the 50. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On second down, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Akeem Hicks forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job to look.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheldon eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
4 down, 4 down. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. 178 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Stafford. He's going to look deep for more. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Stafford. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Found his target. It's Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Sheldon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Stafford. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing here, Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going for it all. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stafford going to throw it.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 87 yards.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing on first down, Sheldon. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Left, watch left.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, of course, this